Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Brand. And today we're going to be looking at the Ferris Bueller sequel. Well, Hollywood's been scraping the barrel trying to grab IPs and make money off of stuff that brings up nostalgia for a lot of us. And this is a movie that is nearly 4 decades after the original was released. The original was no studio at the time wanted it. Eventually, the creators and producers sold it to, I believe, HBO for a very small amount just to get it out in the world. And it had a very limited release and was shown on HBO and later became a cult favorite for a lot of us. It's just a fun movie. It's bizarre. It's over the top silly. It's just a fun movie to watch. But here we've got it. 4 decades later, we are coming into a sequel. Why? No one knows. Hollywood is just scraping the barrel. They can't come up with anything new. They have to start with something else. They're too afraid to do original ideas anymore, it seems. So, what do we've got? We've got the sequel, which is going to be taking place in Chicago again. Well, at least it's staying true to the original story. And it's going to be about 2 valets who steals Cameron's Ferrari. You know, the original one that was trashed in the original movie. That's what I'm suspecting. And it must have been restored over the years by Cameron or his dad. Doesn't really say in the synopsis, but these 2 valets take Cameron's Ferrari for a joyride around Chicago in the time span of a day, like the original movie. So that's it. That's all we know. Yeah, I know Paramount's involved, and then the producers, the Cobra Kai, which give it a little bit of credit because Cobra Kai is really good. I never watched it anymore after season 1, after YouTube sold it to whoever, Netflix, I believe. I never finished watching the rest of it, but the first season was incredible. And the producers have gone and made a compelling story from all my friends that watch it and love it. I'm just kind of in the vein of where I'm tired of it. Give me something new. Give me something different. I mean, quit using something from the past to launch a new product. I'm tired of remakes. I'm tired of sequels. I'm tired of spin-offs. Or they put it this way in the title, what? A legacy sequel? Don't care. I just don't think this is going to be as good as the original. There's no way it could be. And 2, 4 decades later. I mean, what do we expect 2 years from now? Godfather 4? I mean, come on. We're tired of it. We are tired of it. Give us something new. Leave our beloved movies that we grew up with and adore, leave them alone. Don't give them the sequel treatment. We don't want it. Yes, it kind of gets us a little nostalgia. We get some more things, but 4 decades later, this was released in 86. It's 2024. We're just 2 years shy of the 4-decade mark for this movie, which is probably when it will come out. 4 decades after the original. Really? That's the problem, is every time they do something like this and it comes off good, like Top Gun Maverick, we're going to get more and more and more of this. Just like, hey, they finally knocked it out of the park with One Piece, and we got the Avatar series, which was a disappointment. And we're going to continue to get this from time and time again from studios. But I think at some point they're going to have to realize there's diminishing returns. And we're just not going to go see this stuff. I just don't see why they're making this movie. I don't know why. I don't want it. I mean, who does? It's just a cash grab for a launch pad off a popular movie that a lot of us grew up with. So I'm in the camp that even if this is done well, it's not going to make its money back. It's just not. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is an amazing cult classic. It's good because it is the one and only one of it. There wasn't multiple. We told a story that was new, different, out of the box, great. Studios were afraid to touch it. Ends up making millions in the back end. And now they're like, okay, we can do it again. We can try to capture that. Let's go capture that. No. I don't want it. I know a lot of people that don't want this movie. I talked to several friends today and it's like, would you go see it? They're like, no. People that I literally watched this movie with as a kid told me, no, I won't go see it. We don't want it. Paramount, just don't do it. Please. Just kill it and just move on to something new and different. We'll take a chance on something new and different. We're not going to take any more chances on grabbing at nostalgia to boost your bottom line for a mid-tier product at best. I'm just tired of it. I think we all are. I mean, you can tell. Just look at the theater numbers this year. I mean, the movies that do well, that have done well so far, are ones that are not based off a new product. I said that wrong. They're based off of a new product. They are not based off something nostalgia. And I'm going to have to just say this is going to be a flop. I'm going to call it right now. I think it'll be a flop because by the time this movie releases, no matter what time of year they release it, it's going to just... do you want to go see it? Nah. Hey, you want to you want to pop the DVD out of the case and throw it in the Blu-ray player and watch the original at home? Yeah, let's do that. That's what it's going to come down to. We're going to rather stay home and watch the original versus going to the theater and watching this new spin-off 4 decades later. I'm not on board with this. I don't know who is. But it's going to get made, apparently. There's no stopping it unless just something terrible happens behind the scenes. Funding, actors, writers, directors, showrunners drop out. It's going to happen. And we're going to have another nostalgic cash grab. And I just think this is why Hollywood is not succeeding. And why so many things like Godzilla -1, massive hit. Anybody watch that Godzilla series on Apple TV? I didn't. I had Apple TV free for 3 months. Never watched it once. What was it called? Monarch? Yeah, Monarch. I didn't watch it. In fact, I didn't watch anything on Apple Plus. I had it for 3 months for free. Didn't watch a single thing. Nothing on there seemed good except for Ted Lasso. And by the time I got around to watching it, I knew I wouldn't have time to finish it before my free trial expired, so I just didn't watch it. So, Paramount, once again, please shelf this project and move on to something new and different. We're all for it. So, it really is just one of those why questions. Why? I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens in the next 2 years while this movie is written, produced, and shot. And we'll see what happens. I firmly believe that it's not going to have the appeal that it did. It's hard to do some of the things and some of the styles that was done 40 years ago to capture that same feel today for such an outlandish and absurd comedy. I don't think they can do it well. So, that's my opinion. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Would you go see it? Would you give it a chance? Will you wait till it hits streaming somewhere before you give it a chance? Let me know. So, until next time, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.